Hey, welcome back to Roshaan's world. Sorry, last week I didn't post up a video because I was kind of busy, but this week I'm repaying you guys, so I'm doing two reviews. So the first one, I'm doing Homefront. If you guys read any of the reviews, it's been getting like average reviews for like 7s and 8s or like 7.5s. So I'm here to like say if you should get it or not. So like me, I always jump into the single player first because that's what I love, story mode. I don't know why, I just am. So if you don't know what's happening, it's North and South Korea combined into like one Korea, and so they're pretty much taking over the whole world, and so they conquer America, and you're part of the resistance to take it back. One point about this whole story, it's definitely not realistic. I guess what happens is like oil gets so high and gas prices are like $20, and it's like 2027 I believe, so it's in the near future. So guys, watch out. Buy the hybrid so you guys don't have to pay like $20 for gas. And so I guess they could seize control of the world if they don't buy cars, I guess, so they don't have to buy gas and waste their money on gas while they can just buy equipment. That's what I think. So you hop into the story mode and you play this one person that was a past pilot in a helicopter, and you join the resistance to liberate America from Korea. And so it picks up from there. It's really good. The AI is really great. They actually know what they're doing. They'll shoot at you. They have really good customizations in the gun, so you probably won't even see the same gun twice, or like 3 times. I guess you'll probably see it twice. But so when you kill an enemy, you can pick up their guns like most games. So it has like 2 customizations, so you could have like a grenade launcher with like a holographic sight, or like a red dot sight with a silencer, or you could just have like an ACOG sight by itself on some random gun. So it's really good campaign. When you beat it, it's like, wow, did I really just contribute to all this what happened? So when you jump into the multiplayer, like everybody that buys the first person shooter probably just jumps into the multiplayer. When you do this, you open up, when you buy it, you're like, oh hey, it's Homefront, let's open it up. And what's this? It's a battle code. It's a one-time activation for battle code, so if you rent the game, the battle code won't be in there. So it's pretty pointless to rent the game. I mean, if you rent it enough and like you buy it on Xbox Live for like, I'm pretty sure it's probably 1,200 Microsoft points, if not like 800. So that's equivalent to $10 or $15. So I mean, if you rent it enough times, then it's okay. But if you have like a GameStop or something like that where you can buy used games, it's like at our GameStop it's $42, but for a new game it's $60. So you rather just buy the new game that comes with it, the battle code, instead of just buying Microsoft points, which is like $2. If you add it all up, it's $2 more than if you were just to buy the $60 game. But so that's really bad, because me and my friends, we like borrow each other's games. Like, so I'll borrow one of their games play the multiplayer, then give it back. They would borrow mine and play like story mode, give it back. Like I borrowed Fable 3 from them, which is actually a good game, so you guys should go check that out. But I borrowed Fable 3 and I gave it back. So you really can't do this with Homefront. You could play the story mode. That only gives you like 1/4 of the day's activity, and after that you don't really have anything to do. I mean, you could play System Link with like 1 or 2 of your other friends if they're like willing to, if they're close by and if they're willing to like sync up to your network to play. But that's not really fun because it's only like 2 versus 2 instead of the whole scale 32 player online, so it's 16 versus 16. So there's 6 modes, or really 2. There's ground control, which is a domination type game, and there's team deathmatch, and then there's variants of these. So there's like team commander, ground control, and team commander team deathmatch. So team deathmatch, like it is, kill people, kill the enemies, you get the most points, you guys win. Ground control is you try to hold the flags off, you get points for how long you have the flags. And then there's 2 matches for ground control, so you win the first match by like holding the flags the longest, then you push the enemy backwards, then you have to capture those flags. So in like the amount, you can have about 3 rounds. If your team's really good, you're really only gonna have 2 rounds, but most games you play all 3 rounds, so it's gonna be really fun that way. So it's like, well, we won this round, but then they won that round, so we're back in the middle, and then by that time it's like everyone has all their like stuff out, and it's really fun that way. And so if you play team commander, or it's like, say you have like 4 kills, and so your threat goes up. It's out of 5 stars, so your threat goes to 1 star, and then 2 people are aware of your position. So if those guys kill you, they get extra points. And so if you keep on killing the same people, or if you keep on killing the enemies and you don't die, you can potentially get a 5-star threat level. And I'm pretty sure the whole enemy team knows where you are, and so that's really fun. You get 2 achievements for it, one for the 3-star threat level and one for a 5-star threat level, which is really hard. I've tried. But so then you can so like I said, if you kill one, you get battle points. Battle points are for if you want to spawn in a vehicle like a Humvee, a tank, or like a helicopter, or you can spawn, or you can have equipment. So like, say one of the first equipments is flak jacket. So flak jacket, it's only 300. You start out with 500 battle points. You use flak jacket and you could take more damage in a firefight. So if you and the enemy see each other at the same time and you have the same gun, or you don't even have to have the same gun, you'll probably have a worse gun, you could just cream them, because they'll be like, how come this guy isn't dying, and you'll just unload on them and he's dead. So that's a good thing. Also so there's like airstrikes and there's rocket launchers. So if you want to destroy a tank or a helicopter, you have the rocket launchers. And then there's like a personal what is it called? Where you could see the enemies. I'm drawing a total blank here. Or the UAV. So there's a personal UAV where you could see. It's like goes through the whole match, so it's not like Call of Duty where you only have it for like 30 seconds, but it goes to the whole match. So that's fun. And then here's a trick: if you have a UAV on your class, then at the end of the match, use the UAV, and then it carries on to the next match. I don't know why it does that, but that's what I do sometimes when I'm thinking about it. I'll just push the UAV button, and then the UAV is on for the end of that match, and if I don't die, it's on for the next match. And so there's drones too. So the drones are mini sized vehicles, really. There's like mini tank drones. So there's two of which. One has a machine gun mounted on it, so that one is for infantry. And there's one that has rockets on it, so that one's obviously for tanks or helicopters. So you could easily destroy those. Or you could fight infantry with them, which is pretty pointless, because if you shoot at infantry, I don't know why, but you only get to shoot one rocket at a time, and it really drops too. So you have to be really close to them, and it takes a while to reload the rocket. So once you get one shot out, and they don't really take that much damage either, they'll probably kill you first. But if you aim it at a vehicle, like you shoot like 5 rockets at once, which is kind of weird. How come you can't just shoot infantry 5 rockets at once? I guess it would be unbalanced, but still. And then there's a parrot drone, which is like a UAV, but for skilled players and for your whole teammates. So if you use that, you could just fly around in the sky and you mark people so the rest of your team can see. And so you get like 20 battle points for each mark, and then if your teammate kills a person that you marked, you get another 30. So that's 50, potentially that's 50 battle points, which is half a kill really, or 1/3 of a kill, but it really adds up if you're really good at it. If the enemies see you, it doesn't take a whole lot to bring you down, although you can maneuver out of fire if you're not like badly damaged. And then so also with the battle points, you can buy a miniature helicopter, which is also a drone. It's like a remote controlled helicopter, and so what happens is you're in the helicopter and it has like 2 rockets, shoots 2 rockets at a time, which it should have done that with the other tank thing that shoots rockets, but it shoots 2 rockets at a time. And so it's really good against infantry, not so much against tanks and Humvees. And it doesn't have a lock on sight, so you're gonna have to like free shoot it. But another thing you could buy with battle points are airstrikes. So you can shoot like a mortar strike, or it's like a sort of mortar strike anyways. And then there's like a thing called white phosphorus. You see it in the campaign. You shoot it up in the air, it's like a white light, and then it explodes, and then all of this stuff comes flying down on the enemies, and they'll probably hate you for it because they'll die. But that's what you could buy with battle points. You get battle points to rank up, but it's not like Call of Duty, or if you get like your battle points go away after you die. You keep them through the whole match. So if you save up, you can really get like the mortar strikes or the air strikes, which cost like 1,400 battle points, or like 1,600 battle points. You could save it for that, or you could get the best vehicle, which is like an Apache thing, Apache helicopter, which you can shoot rockets out of. Or if you have a friend or a teammate that goes into the secondary mode, it shoots out artillery. So it's really great. It's the best vehicle. It's 2,800 though, so you really need to save up, and you get that after